Good morning and welcome to News 9. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, DK Shivkumar faces a tough time in the Assembly session as well. The Energy Minister will be cornered by the opposition parties demanding answers on the power crisis in the state. They have in fact demanded DK Shivkumar to outline the measures the government will take to overcome the problem of power shortage. Now, with the monsoon playing truant and water storage and hydel power reservoirs running low, the government is desperately hoping for divine intervention to avert an impending power crisis. DK Shivkumar's plans to improve power supply through a string of thermal plants, including the one at Nidodi in Dakshin Kannada district, drew opposition from Sports Minister Abhay Chandra Jain.
Make it clear. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಖರೀದಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಛತ್ತೀಸ್ಗಢದಿಂದಾಗಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಗಿವ್ ಆನ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಪಕ್ಕ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಂದ ಕಾರಿಡಾರ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಂಗೂ ಈ ಕಾರಿಡಾರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ 2000 ಮೆಗಾವ್ಯಾಟ್ಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ. ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದೇ 600 ಮೆಗಾವ್ಯಾಟ್.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳು ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಲೇನೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ರಮ
ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೀವೇನೋ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ
ಓಕೆ ನೀವು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಂತೋಷ ಸಂತೋಷ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರೇ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆ ಓದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ 4 ಗಂಟೆ ಮುಗಿತು ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರೇ. ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ.
Well, DK Shivkumar in fact faces a tough time in the Assembly session today. The Energy Minister will be cornered by the opposition parties demanding answers on the power crisis in the state. They have demanded from DK Shivkumar that he outline the measures the government will take to overcome the problems of power shortage. With the monsoon playing truant and water storage and hydel power reservoirs running low, the government is desperately hoping for divine intervention to avert an impending power crisis. Shivkumar's plans to improve power supply through a string of thermal plants, including the one at Nidodi in Dakshin Kannada district, drew opposition from Sports Minister Abhay Chandra Jain. Now, the state generates about 6,000 megawatts of power from hydel sources. Now, because of deficient monsoon rains, there is a shortage of 2,000 megawatts this season. Now, the shortage has aggravated and the deficit is around 20 to 22%. Industries fear that the power cuts and irregular power supply will have an adverse impact on all of them. In fact, power shortage has endangered and made survival of industry tough in Karnataka. And a statement made by the Karnataka Energy Minister DK Shivkumar in the State Assembly recently that the government could not provide 24/7 power because of daily shortage of 1,000 megawatts has indeed come as a rude shock to all these industries. Now, S. Sampath Raman, President, Federation of the Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry, stated, and to quote him, "At present, the industrial activity is in a slowdown phase. At this juncture, a power cut will bring an additional burden in terms of diesel gensets with huge initial investment and very high per unit cost." He also went on to add that a 100 kilowatt genset costs about 6.5 lakh rupees, including installation. The cost will be in the order of 16 to 17 per unit, and this will have a huge impact on input costs for industries, unquote. Now, when it rains, it pours in the state, and this has brought much needed relief and also misery to certain states or certain parts of the state in Karnataka. Now, rains which started lashing Malnad taluks, Koppa, Sringeri and Mudigere from Saturday evening has continued unabated. The major rivers in Malnad, Himavati, Tunga and the Badra are flowing above the danger level. Now, the connectivity between Kalasa and Horanadu, the pilgrimage centers, was also cut off. The Badra, flowing near Bale Hunnur rose beyond the danger level following a heavy downpour in the catchment areas of the Kudremukh National Park. Now, police and revenue authorities have cautioned residents living on the banks of the river or in low-lying areas to move to safer places. Well, that's not all. In Madikeri, the situation remains grim, though rain continued to lash Kodagu with spells of sunshine in various parts. Now, the water level in the Kaveri River receded from 6 feet to 1 feet at Bagmandala. The river was flooded at Ayangeri, the link between Poklu and Bagmandala. Now, the district recorded a rainfall of 64.76 millimeters for the last 24 hours. Now, the total rainfall recorded till date is 875.22 millimeters, is against last year's 1,499.35 millimeters. In fact, you can clearly see that in Chikmagalur and Madikeri, the situation is extremely grim with heavy rainfall. In fact, in some areas, it's been continuously raining for the past 24 long hours. You can see that most of the rivers have almost reached, in some places, crossed the danger mark. We're told that many low-lying areas have been flooded. Houses in low-lying areas have been completely inundated with water. The authorities have asked people living near the banks of the river or in low-lying areas to actually move to higher places which are safe for them. Well, the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal will meet today to take up the clarificatory petitions filed by all party states to the Kaveri Water Dispute. Now, the final award of the tribunal, given in February 2007, will be discussed in this meeting. Now, Justice Balbir Singh Chauhan, former judge of the Supreme Court, is heading the tribunal. It will be after a gap of 7 long years that the matter will be heard. Applications were filed by Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala seeking clarification on the final award. It had passed on the 5th of February 2007. The tribunal had allocated 419 TMC feet for Tamil Nadu, 270 TMC feet for Karnataka, 30 TMC feet for Kerala and 7 TMC feet to Puducherry. The riparian states had filed clarificatory applications. Now, Siddaramaiah said the government will take all steps needed to protect the state's interest. In fact, the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal will meet today to take up the clarificatory petitions filed by all party states to the Kaveri Water Dispute. The final award of the tribunal, given in February 2007, will be discussed in the meeting. Justice Balbir Singh Chauhan, former judge of the Supreme Court, is now heading the tribunal. Now, it will be after a gap of 7 long years that the matter will be heard once again. Applications were filed by Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala seeking clarification on the final award. It had passed on the 5th of February 2007. Now, senior VHP leader Giriraj Kishore breathed his last on Sunday. His selflessness shone through both when he was alive and after his death too.
Giriraj Kishore, who was suffering from prostate cancer, breathed his last at the age of 94 on Sunday. His body was donated to Army Medical College as he had pledged to donate his body for a medical cause.
Some people have this thing that they want to continue living in terms and contributing to humanity in terms of contributing their own body. I think it's a very welcome sign, and more people should follow that example, and a lot of people do that. I think it's a very positive thing.
Top BJP leaders paid their last respects to the leader. Not just the BJP, but even the opposition party, Congress, highlighted the selfless act of the late leader.
See, donation of whether it be eyes, whether it be kidneys, whether it be the whole body, it should be welcomed and should be encouraged, because this will help the people who need it, and it is definitely an act of great praise and great honor.
The body of the VHP senior leader will be in the Army Medical College for the next 1 year, so that medical students can benefit immensely. A News9 report.
Now, one has heard of how men in khaki err at times. Yet another incident has come to light, this time from Chennai, where a cop has lustily preyed on a hapless Malaysian girl.
This is Rudra, an Indian of Malaysian origin, but what is she doing in front of the majestic Chennai High Court? That's right, she is knocking on the doors of the court of law seeking justice for herself. Her plight began last April when the cops called her in for interrogation.
2013 April, somebody gave complaint against me. I went station and Inspector Sini Babu, coding your P6 police station. He encouraged me and take my phone number, and he started chase me.
Nothing came out of the interrogation, but a smart cop, or the lecherous sub-inspector, Sini Babu of the PS police station at Kodinganur, asked Rudra for her mobile number. A meek Rudra, who was living with her grandparents in Chennai, obliged. And that was when the mountain of trouble fell on Rudra. Our sub-inspector Sar began calling her and professing his love. But this was not the real Singham. Sini Babu was relentless in pursuit, and Rudra finally yielded. They tied the knot at the famous Murugan temple in Chennai's Vadaparani area. There was no relative from either Babu or Rudra's side at the wedding, only a few friends. And Rudra did prove to be a lucky woman in Sini's life. He was promoted and posted to Periyapalayam police station. But that was when the script went bad. An ugly truth dawned on Rudra. Yes, our hero Sini Babu was not a cop but a crook.
He already married, but he hid to me, and he married again 2014 April 16th. Now I gave complaint against Sini Babu, Inspector Sini Babu, but no one take any action.
Yes, you guessed it right. He was married to a woman called Mridula Menon, and as expected, sired 2 children, a girl Pratiksha and a boy Pratish. He also began to mentally and physically torture Rudra after confining her to a house located opposite Kodinganur police station.
He giving a lot of trouble now. He telling how I'm gonna kill you and all. I want to remand him.
Rudra has approached Sini Babu's seniors, but the cops, it appears, are keen on protecting the errant sub-inspector.
IG office la புகார் கொடுத்தோம் புகார் கொடுத்து அது கமிஷனர் ஆபீஸ்ல ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணாங்க ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணி டிசி ஆபீஸ் போய் இதுவரைக்கும் புகார் மேலே எந்த நடவடிக்கையும் எடுக்கவில்லை இது சம்பந்தமாக நாங்க உயர்நீதிமன்றத்தில் வழக்கு தொடரலாம்.
Will Rudra get justice? Ramesh for News9, Chennai.